different friendships to pursue and to fill different needs. Every person doesn't fit every need of a friendship or a relationship. So the father, in spite of all of that, because he's probably been talked about, why did he give it to him? It wasn't due to him. He still loved his son. And then regardless of what your child may do, you should always love them. If God can love us, and regardless of all the mistakes that we make, and sometimes we knowingly do things, and people look at us like, why would I even go to church? Look how you acting. And if God can forgive us for making him look bad,
amen,
we should be able to forgive our children, and because they're going to make mistakes. They got to grow. They got to, do their various different things. So it's important that you're forgiving. Forgiving means stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. And sometimes it's a process because we are human beings and our feelings, one day we up, one day we down, one day we turned around. So it's a process, but you just have to change the way that you think. And it's important that as a parent, whether natural or spiritual, that you're forgiving. He also demonstrated his love. He was loving. A demonstration of love and great care in verses 22 and 20 through 24. But the father said to his slaves, hurry, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattest calf and kill it. Let us eat and celebrate, because the son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. So they began to celebrate. He saw his son was in need, and he didn't hesitate to meet the need that his son had.
Come on.
He didn't have clothes, so he put clothes on him.
Tell the
He
story.
didn't have any shoes, so he put shoes on him. In fact, he probably didn't even look like his son.
Come on,
when you see certain people and you be like, oh, that's such and such daughter because they dress this way, they got on these nice shoes and these nice clothes. And so you know them not so much by their physical appearance, but the things that they have on.
Right.
So he probably looked like a bum off the street, and you like, who is this? This man is hugging, like,
yes.
He is happy to see the bum, like, because sometimes when you're on the street, and if we're honest, people who are homeless and who've been on the street a while and been going through, they don't look like the people that we love and knew.
Yeah.
And so he was loving because in spite of what his son did, he still loved him. In spite of how he looked, he still loved him, and he made him to appear to look like his son.
Right.
So he had no problem saying, get my best robe.
Come on here.
Get my ring. Get shoes and put on his feet. Because irregardless of what he did, he's my son.
Come on.
He was also understanding. Understanding means to be sympathetical, aware of other people's feelings, tolerant, and forgiving. And that's in verse 28.
My God.
In verse 28, we're dealing with the oldest son. And sometimes the siblings, mama treating one different way, or daddy treating one a different way, and we get in our feelings. I'm the good one. Right. I'm the one that don't give you no problem. So in verse
it's always that one.
But the oldest son became angry and refused to go in. His father came out and appealed to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he answered his father, look, these many years I have worked for you like a slave and never disobeyed your command. Yet you've never given me a goat so that I could celebrate with my friends. So he went out. He knew why his son was upset, the oldest son, and he went out to appeal to him to bring him back in, saying, I understand why you're upset.
Yeah.
And sometimes as a parent, you have to be understanding. You don't necessarily have to agree with someone or with your child and how they feel, but you should be able to understand their point of view.
Amen.
And so he was able to understand why his older son felt that way.
Right.
The father also has knowledge. Facts are information and skills acquired by a person through experience and education.
Yeah.
In verse 30 and 31, it says, but when the son of yours came back, who has devoured